We coming in with a 2-on-1 review, and you know they say blondes have more fun.
You trying to say because I keep it classy, I ain't fun?
But you ain't.
Just because I keep it cute don't mean that I don't get a little crunk one
but
time.
But who says crunk? Like, that's what I be talking about. Girl, you are so
whatever. Well, don't be calling me
corny.
later trying to come over and sit mimosas by my poolside.
But why you gotta go there with it? See,
I mean, you said I'm boring. If I'm boring, why you want to come over? Just go over and get your little blondes have more fun somewhere else, girl. Let's get into the video.
Girl, I was just playing. The video.
Like, gee.
Never falling. Feel like I hit the lottery, I'm proud of me, yeah. No one baby proud of me, so I throw pride away. She know I stuck to the plan and I stayed out the way. Now we're spending no money, never touching the bank.
What is good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Carrie. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that red subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss anything when I upload. I do a little bit of hair, a little bit of makeup, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of home decor, a little bit of other things in between as well. If you don't know, now you know. If you ain't new, welcome back, boo. Let's go ahead and get it popping. So we're going to be doing a 2-in-1 review today. Same unit, just 2 different colors. So we're going to go ahead and drop right into that. So we have 2 units from the Outre Everywear Lace Front Wig collection. If you're not familiar with the Everywear, it's basically supposed to be units that you can wear every day. You could just pop on and go. Something that you could kind of wear everywhere, work, errands, dressing up, not dressing up, you know, something like that. I did go and get a color number 2, but I also got a DRFF4/champagne because y'all know I love me some color. It does say it has HD transparent lace, ear-to-ear lace, natural baby hairs. You can use heat up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and all that yada yada yada. I didn't know it was gonna be this light, but I do like it. It's very creamy, very on the cooler side of things, and I think it is pretty. I like it. I do see the little crinkles and stuff, so it is a nice little kinky straight texture. Up here it does seem to get a little bit more on the silky side near the roots. The parting space is so invisible, so it looks like it may need some plucking, which I really was not in the mood to do, especially not tonight. It is kind of late, y'all, but I wanted to do this video. It has 2 combs on the inside, 1 in the back, adjustable straps, and it is an open breathable cap. Now I like me some number 2s. Number 2s and number 4s, I like them. They're nice and chocolatey. The ones and 1Bs, they could be a little too dark, but anyways, this is the color number 2. We still have that nice kinky straight texture. Now up here near the roots, okay, it is still textured. It's giving a lot more texture on these roots than they're giving at the roots of the colored ones. So can you see? You see what I mean? Can you see the difference? So the texture is running all the way through with this unit and not all the way through with the colored unit. The body feels a little bit kinkier all overall with the number 2. So it does feel a tad bit thicker as well with the color number 2. Then the DRFF Champagne is not thin, but it feels thinner than this. This one feels like it has a lot more body. The parting space is the same, mad tight. It's gonna need a little bit of plucking. I already know, y'all. Ooh, this ain't cute, girl. Ooh, this thing look crazy. First of all, this is just me throwing the wig on, okay? Now I see what's going on here. What's going on is them little feathered layers on the side is basically non-existent with this dark one. Is nowhere to be found. Anyways, let me show y'all the back. That's what the back look like. Dang, what they did with this one, girl. I thought this one was gonna be the one, like, because it's like a number 2 is natural. It's like bone, it's just straight, like there's no curl. Whatever. I thought this was gonna be quick. That's what I'm used to with these every units. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, so I'm gonna say this. This ain't giving what she giving either, but you can see this side we got a little bit more of a curl, a little more of a swoop. This side is not as much, but it's definitely a big difference from the color number 2, period, overall. The body, like I said, is a little bit thinner. Girl, I don't even like this. I feel like just stopping this review altogether. I don't like the way it's looking. But yeah, sister right here, she getting all the flip, all the flip. So this ain't what I was expecting at all, girl. Let me see what I could do. Let's try to style this up.
Swipe, 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 swipe. Swipe, 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 swipe. Just picked up some bands, come again, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands, rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Swerving, making plays, Ferrari red. Never out my zone, touchdown in my hands. Only fam around me, I can't have no friends. Had to cut you off, you left me out for dead. Ever since I was a teen, had prices on my head. Had to cut you off, you left me out for dead. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Just picked up some bands, come again, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands, rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Just picked up some bands, come again, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands, rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Yeah, ball point on the beat, ball point make them dance. Yeah, we came up from nothing, now we're making plans. Yeah, just picked up some bands, just picked up some bands. Tell her ask it questions when I come and grind. On the run like a runaway. Only way is the money way. New chain, no jewelry. No games, don't fool me. 21, been a boss. Play the game, pay the cost. Heard you rolling TikTok. Need to get another watch. Just picked up some bands, come again, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands, rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Just picked up some bands, come again, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands.
All right, y'all. Now that I got the number 2 style, let me go ahead and let you know my thoughts on this one really quick. Now, typically, if I'm doing a review with the same unit, 2 different colors, I just kind of do the review all together, and then I'll just let you know like what color I'm feeling more. But in this case, I feel like they need to be done separately just for a few things because they're not the same thing, okay? First of all, this unit is supposed to be something that's supposed to be straight up easy, but that is not the case in this situation. And both of them was the parting space is just a little bit too skinny. Now, this is what it looks like after I plugged it and put some powder in it. And I will say the parting space in this one was actually tighter, but it doesn't even matter, okay? Because they're both tight. This one is like super duper full compared to that one. And I think it has something to do with the texture. Like when I showed y'all when I unboxed it, the texture on the champagne color, especially up here, is a little bit more silkier versus the kinks are throughout this whole unit everywhere. This thing definitely, in my opinion, needed to be just kind of tamed a little bit because it was giving me a little bit of a stiff vibe. That's why I went in with the blow dryer with the brush. Y'all, that thing is amazing. If y'all don't have a blow dryer like that with some brushes and some bristles on it, you need to get yourself one, okay? I actually got it for my hair before I cut it and for my niece's hair when she was here because it's easy to blow dry the kids' hair with that because she tender-headed and she don't cry. But that's besides the point. That stuff works amazing with these type of units as well because it lowers the volume a little bit and you don't have to do too much, you know? I didn't even have to touch the hot comb. What I would also say with this unit, there was no style. Like the style was completely invisible. So I definitely had to go in with my own flat iron and bump the ends and curl it the way it's supposed to be cut. I said curl it the way it's supposed to be cut. It wasn't no curls up in this unit. It was just straight flat. Like that's unacceptable. You know how like hers is like feathered. Where am I at? Feathered on the sides a little bit. I'm not getting so much feather with this one, like not at all. And that's why I had to take the scissors to it to kind of give it a little layer so we could kind of get that look, because definitely this ain't serving, okay? She ain't understand the sign because she ain't come to figure it out. No, okay? She required a little bit too much work for me, especially for an everywhere unit. Like I was not happy, okay? However, now that I put in the work to make her look decent, I feel like she's mad cute, sexy little unit. Something I could throw on every day, feel real good, sexy, classy, cute, casual in. But the fact that I had to do so much to get the look, that's a problem, okay? This is aesthetic unit. It's supposed to come the way it look on the stock card. This ain't a human hair. I ain't supposed to be, you know, customizing and doing all this, but it is what it is. This is just the way it went, okay? I'm gonna let you know that the size on the cap, I feel like it's actually pretty decent. I am getting that ear-to-ear action. And it does have some space up here. It has some space. I'm going to say she's not like super OD spacious, like she's going to fit the biggest head, but she definitely has a little bit of room up in there to kind of, you could do a little something with it. I'm a 22.5 circumference size head. So if you're somewhere around that, you're going to have that extra space. If you're somewhere bigger than that, you should be okay. But she's not going to be super OD roomy. We already know she doesn't have a natural hairline or nothing like that. She's supposed to be simple, okay? So now that we got the number 2 out the way, let's go ahead and jump into that one and then we'll wrap it up. All right, y'all, so now that I have this unit on my head, as far as the styling goes, I did everything that I did with the last unit minus the blow drying portion. Now, I'm gonna say this off jump. These are 2 different units, okay? The style and everything's supposed to be the same, but it's 2 different units. Now, I'm gonna say this. Physically, the number 2 is heavier than this one. And I know I'm not tripping. I brought the 2 units to Dominic. I said, does one of these feel heavier or am I tripping? And he said the same thing. So the number 2 definitely has a lot more weight on it, y'all, than this one. And I already told y'all that it was fuller and I thought it was due to the texture. That does have something to do with it, but it's also just a fuller unit. Like, this unit is not as full as the other one. As you can see, I did not hit this with the blow dryer to lower the volume of this unit or anything, and it's already still smaller than that one even after I hit that one with the blow dryer. So this one is like full but comfortable full, so you don't need to do anything to tweak it to make it smaller or anything like that. The texture, that one on the number 2 is super kinky. This one feels like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. It feels like it was kinky and somebody took a flat iron and just kept on going through it and then it lost a lot of its texture. That's what it feels like, y'all. It's not necessarily a bad texture or nasty texture. It still feels good, but it's just not the same. They're just 2 different textures. The root is already slick. Like, the root is silky. It was a little bit humpy up here towards the back area, so I actually needed to go on with the hot comb to flatten it out. The number 2, I didn't need to do that. We did have a little bit more style in this unit. This one did have a little bump. So as you can see, it is bumped a little bit. We do get a lot of that going on throughout the unit. The only thing was, it was lacking a little bit of that swoop as well as that one, but that one didn't have nothing. So I went in and I did the same thing. I just kind of curled it, cut it a little bit, and just tried to hold it to give it some shape. Like, could we get a feather? And as you can see, it's starting to fall a little bit. So what I did is not even holding it like that unless I use some hose spray or something like that. I actually love this color. Y'all know I love me like blondes and browns and stuff like that. It's just gorgeous. I love the way it looks on me. The color is just so bomb. On both units, as far as these areas here where it's supposed to be flipping, the reason why I was cutting into it is because it just seemed too long and too close to this down here, but also there's a lot of like long strands, and if it's supposed to do that swoop, then I don't know, the layering was just a little weird. Like, I really had to do some chopping and tweaking. I mean, these units, y'all, are running for like $25 on average. So for the price of this one, I'm not too mad. For the $25 for the number 2, I will be disappointed because I will be expecting a certain style and it just came out straight, flat, big, stiff, and it was just not working for me, okay? Now, I would be able to work with this one considering we have that tight parting space and just the little front just need to be curled a little bit, cut a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just small tweaks on the blonde. But the black one, that thing was dead, okay? That one needed to come back to life. $25 is a good price for these units. Had it been styled up and actually held the curls the way it was supposed to be, I feel like it would have been perfect, because then the only con that I really would have been worrying about was the parting space, and for $25 I wouldn't have mind just plucking that out. You know what I'm saying? The fit is pretty much the same like as the number 2. This is it. This is my jazz right here. I love these colors, but the number 2 was cute too. They both look good now, but this one would definitely take the cake just coming out of the pack because it was a little bit done up. And number 2, I would have been like, did somebody put the wrong wig up in here? This ain't right. That wasn't right, y'all. They did me dirty. If you're interested in the color context that I'm wearing today, it is the Pearl Gray from TTDI. Promo code is Carrie if you want to save yourself a little bit of coin. And I'm going to see you in my next video. So I'll holla. I'll see you later. Peace. Mwah.
I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is